people? It's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And I really hope you guys are ready because today we're gonna be taking a look at a bunch of really scary videos that are almost guaranteed to give you nightmares. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
TikTok user Leo Lords 15 is excited about getting a fresh start as she and her young daughter move into a new home. But soon after they move in, her daughter begins to behave very strangely. The young girl claims to have made a new friend, a friend that lives inside their new house.
Okay, let me stop you right there. This is already starting to sound like the beginning of a horror movie. You just moved in and now your daughter has an imaginary friend? No, babe, that is a major red flag.
Now the mom is pretty freaked out, so she prepares a security camera to keep an eye on her young daughter. And one day, it captures something absolutely terrifying.
It feels beautiful and funny. What he was doing? Do you want to sleep? Come on, please.
Very impressed by how calm she's being throughout this entire thing. I honestly thought we were just gonna hear a couple of noises and that would be it. When that door popped open, I was like, what the actual hell? It's giving less imaginary friend and more demon. Tell by the way that she's approaching the door that she's kind of scared as well. I think it's one of those situations where she's scared to run because she feels like something is gonna chase after her. So she's trying to move really slowly. I feel like I would do the exact same thing, except I would also simultaneously be screaming and crying.
The young girl can be seen having a conversation with someone that we can't see. Then, two footsteps can be heard before the closet door slowly opens on its own. As it opens, three more footsteps can be heard, almost as if something is walking out of the closet. The girl seems very freaked out as she slowly gets to her feet and sneaks toward the door to make her escape out of the room. So it seems that whatever just came out of that closet, she doesn't want to be anywhere near it.
I do not blame her whatsoever. I'd want to make a run for it as well. I actually think she was very smart with the way that she exited the room.
Now what makes this footage even creepier is that this family completely disappeared off of TikTok in 2022. So whatever happened to TikTok user Leo Lords 15 and her daughter remains a mystery.
The fact that they disappeared off social media might be the scariest part of this entire story. It really makes you wonder what happened to them and if it has anything to do with this footage. They were very clearly dealing with something demonic. This is no imaginary friend, I'll tell you that much.
Mrs. Tennyson from Tulsa, Oklahoma is an overnight caregiver for the elderly. She says that one of her clients has been having full conversations with someone in her sleep. After hearing some strange noises coming from the elderly woman's room, the concerned caregiver keeps a close eye on the bedroom security camera as the woman sleeps. It's late at night, and Mrs. Tennyson is all alone when she spots something downright creepy.
Every night I'm at work, I be thinking I'm tripping. But you gotta watch this video, y'all. You see that move under the bed? Like I know for a fact it's close to my client's house. I be seeing, you see it keep moving like right there under the bed.
It seems to be some sort of like orb or shadow figure, and it also looks like it's literally touching her covers, which is so freaking creepy. It's almost as if whatever it was hiding under the bed waiting to come out, and I don't like that.
It's going back in.
Okay, are we sure that she doesn't have a cat or a dog or something like that? Because it's moving a whole lot like an animal. And if she doesn't have a pet, then this is definitely really terrifying footage because something is definitely living under her bed.
Something can be seen moving around on the floor beside the bed, even though the elderly woman has no dogs or cats. After the video is posted to TikTok, viewers wonder whether the woman was visited by a deceased pet or loved one. Caregiver Mrs. Tennyson confirmed that the woman's husband has passed away. So could this be a visit from the woman's deceased husband or some other loved one or pet?
If it was her husband visiting her, why would he be popping in and out from under the bed? It doesn't really make any sense to me whatsoever. I guess it could be the spirit of a pet or something like that. Definitely a whole lot of options with this one.
Now, unfortunately, this next creepy video was shared to the internet without a source. The video shows a guy doing a paranormal investigation of allegedly cursed objects in a haunted house. Using a thermal imaging camera, he looks around the room to check for any fluctuations in temperature. Instead, he sees something that makes his blood run cold.
What the hell? What is that?
That's a freaking face. The way I would immediately run out of there is insane. Y'all, these thermal cameras are really freaking scary. They pick up on some really crazy stuff.
What the?
The thermal imaging camera shows a childlike face peeking out from the cupboard in front of him. But when he looks up from the camera, there's no one there. Not only that, but there's absolutely no room for anyone to be hiding behind those cupboards. So is this evidence of a paranormal presence caught on thermal camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Obviously, we have no way of telling if this is real or not. However, if it is real, this is one of the most terrifying things I think I've ever seen, because there was literally no space for anyone to hide in those cupboards to do this as a hoax, which leads me to believe that they caught a freaking ghost on the thermal camera.
This next creepy video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Craig Davis from Sydney, Australia. Craig says that he was alone late one night babysitting his 1-year-old son. He checks his son's baby monitor and sees something truly chilling. Did you see it? On the right side, near the bottom of the frame, a small childlike hand can be seen entering the 1-year-old's crib and then immediately pulling back away. Craig says that he and his wife only have one child, their son, but they believe that the spirit of a young girl haunts their home. Craig says that they have had many strange paranormal experiences in their house over the last 10 years.
Honestly, just taking a look at this video on its own, you would assume that it was one of their other kids. But the fact that they don't have any other kids makes this absolutely terrifying, especially if they say that they already have a lot of paranormal activity happening in the house. Clearly, they have a spirit that's trying to come through and communicate.
Amber Carter from Melbourne, Australia, and her friend Tiana are parked at McDonald's and enjoying their food when suddenly something happens that absolutely scares the shit out of them.
Hi. Oh my god, Tiana, go. Go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tiana. It's okay, honey. Tiana. Tiana. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Amber says that the creepy woman came up to her window from behind the car and attempted to open the passenger door several times. Amber says that she was so startled by the woman's appearance that at first glance she thought she was a zombie. Now, the mysterious woman certainly isn't a zombie, but after Amber shared her experience online, locals in the Melbourne area have come out and said that they too have seen this woman and that she's known to try to open doors to cars and even apartments and houses. So sometimes it's good to remember to keep your doors locked at all times, or she just might get ya.
I'm not joking, it is for this reason alone that I always keep my car door locked. There is crazy people out there that will just walk up to your car and try to open the car door. For what reason, I honestly have no idea. Very clearly, this woman is not right in the mind.
At around 10:30 at night in the Philippines, Ajinomoto's dog becomes disturbed and starts barking and howling at something outside. Aja and his family are worried that they might have a potential intruder lurking just outside their house. So they quickly check their security camera footage. What they see in their backyard shocks them to their core.
Ngayon ko lang siya binidyoan or pinakita sa inyo kasi hinanap ko talaga tong video na to, yung record ng CCTV namin noon sa bahay ng parents ko. So ayan, ipapakita ko sa inyo guys kung ano yung nakuha ng CCTV namin. Tingnan nyo guys sa 10:29:17. Okay? Tingnan nyo dito, may lalabas dito na parang usok, tapos mabilis siyang papunta dito. 17 seconds. Ayun. Okay, back natin 17. Tingnan nyo dito. Ayun. Kita nyo? Ulitin natin.
I mean, that is clear as day. It looks like someone is walking across the frame. It doesn't really look like a person though. It looks like an orb or some sort of like shadow figure. Either way, not something that I would want to see in my backyard.
The security footage shows a translucent white shape that seems to walk back and forth through their backyard, randomly appearing and disappearing right in front of the camera. But when the family goes outside to check, there's no one there. They don't see or hear anyone nearby. Only their family dog seems to be able to detect this strange presence. Aja believes that they accidentally captured proof of a ghostly presence haunting the family. But what do you think this is?
If they keep going out there to check and no one's ever there, then that goes to show you that it's not an intruder and it's not anyone in the family. It could be some sort of camera glitch, but again, I really doubt that it would be a camera glitch in the shape of a person.
At a fair in Johor Bahru, Malaysia, proud mother Rina Rosni is recording her son Muiz while he's enjoying an amusement ride. But as little Muiz goes round and round, Rina notices something very disturbing.
Enam 4 putih, putih 6
Another boy, seemingly about the same age as Rina's son Muiz, can be seen seated right next to him. But as the ride comes back around, the other boy seems to have just disappeared. On TikTok, Rina says that she doesn't know who the other boy was. She says that when the ride stopped and her son got off, the other boy was nowhere to be found. So she asks her son, "Who was that boy riding with you?" But her son was confused and had no idea what she was even talking about. So, who is this?
Initially, I was so confused because I thought that was her son with his friend, but it turns out that her son didn't bring a friend onto the ride. He went on that ride completely alone. So who the freaking hell is sitting beside him in the seat? I don't know why, but the idea of a haunted amusement park is so scary to me. That is supposed to be a place of fun and happiness, not freaking ghosts and demons.
Now, this next video was suggested thousands of times, and once again, I'm not remotely suggesting that this video is real. However, the video has gone viral with millions of viewers loving its whimsical nature. Take a look.
This the spot. This the spot. Nah, come back out. Look. Why they be peeking like that? Peeking. Alright, so look, let me know.
This video was allegedly captured on a live stream, while viewers watched in real time as a man captured what appears to be a tiny fairy-like creature peeking out from a tree hollow. Now, whether this footage is real or just some very good effects, I leave that entirely up to you to decide. However, even though the legitimacy of the video is very questionable, there are many people who just don't care. These viewers all say that they just enjoy the fantasy of watching a cute video of a man finding a fairy in a tree.
I've come across these types of videos before, and I'm sure that they're fantasy, but I am not complaining whatsoever because I really love them. There's just something so whimsical and happy about them, and it just brings out the inner child in me. There is nothing that I would rather believe more than that there's little fairies just jumping around everywhere. Like, is that not the best thing ever?
VKT recently started a new job at a liquor store in Kentucky. He's at work one evening when he starts to hear random, creepy sounds that he simply can't explain. He grabs his phone and starts to record.
So I'm here at work, and I'm 100% sure I'm hearing my voice right now. Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Oh my god, yeah, I hear it. It fully sounds like someone else is down there with him. I do not like this whatsoever.
I'm freaking out right now because I'm the only one in the store. It sounded like it was right behind me. Yo, I hear it. Please tell me you guys hear this.
Did you hear it? A soft, unexplained voice can be heard several times, seemingly whispering to VKT.
And do you hear that? What is that? Please tell me you guys hear this.
Now, I reached out to TikTok user VKT, and he says that he didn't used to believe in the paranormal at all and was actually a skeptic. That is, until he started working at this liquor store.
It sounded like it was right behind me.
I definitely heard a voice whispering to him. However, it didn't sound like it was his voice. It sounds like a woman's voice that's trying to like get his attention. I can't believe he was down there all by himself when he was hearing that. I think that would be reason enough for me to quit my job. I can't even lie to you.
He says that doors often open by themselves and bottles fall on the floor randomly with no explanation. VKT says he asked his co-workers about the strange incidents, and they all told him flat out, well, this store is haunted. But there's more, because as VKT continues to work at the store, things just get creepier and creepier.
Apparently, it's common knowledge among his coworkers that this workplace is haunted. Why you would want to work there, I don't really understand. But it looks like he is continuing to work there, and it also seems like the paranormal activity is picking up.
Okay, guys, so I'm hearing like noises coming from this back room. Oh my goodness, bro, it's happening again. All right, I'm gonna go and look. As you can see, nobody's back here. Nobody's behind the door. Nobody just came out behind me. Like, I'm serious.
Someone or something can be heard banging on the door to the back storage room from the inside, while an unknown voice whispers some very disturbing things.
All right, I'm gonna go and look.
And things just continue to get worse.
Are you sure things can get worse than this? Clearly they're dealing with a really angry spirit. Why is the spirit so angry? I don't really know. But let me tell you, it sounds like they're pissed off.
Come on, man. Oh, I'm not playing. Oh my god, what the is this? There's nobody in the store, dude. It's freaking me out, bro. It's freaking me out, bro. Come on, where you at? Like, come on. Bro, you gonna sit here and show yourself in front of me.
The door of a stand-up cooler in the back of the store opens by itself. But when VKT looks through the glass of the cooler, a dark figure can be seen quickly moving out of sight in the back room. VKT quickly runs around and into the back storage room, but he finds nothing and no one. The room is empty.
Come on, where you at? Like, come on.
So what do you think is going on at this liquor store in Kentucky.
I honestly love how instead of getting scared, he's just getting super confrontational. The moment he saw the ghost pop out from behind the cooler, he went to chase the freaking ghost. Most people would run away. This guy is trying to hunt it down. I didn't even pick up on the dark figure until they showed it again later. I would not go behind that cooler to investigate. I would immediately walk upstairs and out of that store. And that would be the end of it for me.
Popular Saudi Arabian explorer Jassim is back on another exploration to find and capture evidence of the paranormal. This time, Jassim investigates a long-abandoned apartment complex. Eerily enough, he finds evidence that a child once lived here.
صورة أطفال.
For unknown reasons, old black and white photos of a young girl have been taped to the wall in one of the many abandoned rooms. Now these seem completely out of place in the old decrepit building. Then, nearby, Jassim finds a creepy drawing of the popular children's cartoon, Scooby-Doo. And this is when things start to get really weird.
Before things get even weirder, I just want to point out the fact that those pictures on the wall look perfectly preserved. What that tells me is that someone put that there really recently, and for what reason you would do that, I truly have no idea. I will say though, that Scooby-Doo drawing is very well done.
في حد؟ Hello? Anyone here? في حد؟
The explorer hears the sounds of someone or something moving around inside the building, seemingly close by. Jassim eventually finds a small courtyard, and what happens next is absolutely terrifying.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله.
As Jassim walks by old towels hung on a clothesline, he sees the terrifying pale face of a child with pitch black eyes peeking back at him. Terrified, Jassim jumps back, but whoever or whatever it was has disappeared. So could this be the ghost of a child? Perhaps even the little girl from the photos he found earlier. Could this be the sinister entity of a jinn appearing as a child? Or is this just really good effects and a very elaborate hoax?
Real or fake, that was a really good jump scare. That one genuinely got me. Like, I knew something was gonna pop up, but I had no idea it was gonna be like that. Considering there were photos of the little girl on the wall, I guess you could go ahead and assume that it was the spirit of that girl that came back to like haunt the place. Or like he said, it's all an elaborate hoax to scare the crap out of you. Either way, they succeeded because I'm scared. But all right, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which clip scared you the most. I have to say that one with the thermal camera was really scary, just because it genuinely looked like someone was staring right at the camera, but quite literally no one was there. Like, how do you even explain that? I really hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.